Summary: Clay wasn't ready for marriage due to personal issues and doubts about commitment. Clay needs to work on himself first, especially regarding generational trauma. Clay's relationship with AD ended, and they may or may not be together after the show. Clay Gravesand from Love is Blind Season 6 walked away from the altar, adding that he wasn't ready to get married. Clay started as a villain when he told his partner, Amber Desiree A.D. Smith, he wouldn't choose a woman unless he were sure of what she looked like. Clay and AD eventually got along and left the pods engaged. Their relationship was filled with several problems, especially from Clay, as he was afraid of commitment and didn't know if he would make a good husband. Clay is a walking red flag, which was evident by some of the comments he made to AD. For instance, the Love is Blind star told his fiancée that he wouldn't let her gain weight and would push her to enroll in a gym. Clay was also open about the effect his parents' divorce had on him throughout Love is Blind Season 6. Ultimately, these struggles led Clay to say he wasn't ready for a long-term commitment. However, there are a lot more issues that Clay has to deal with before walking down the aisle, as depicted in the show. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows. Right now television is being impacted by the ongoing entertainment industry strikes, leaving many turning to reality TV. What are the best shows right now? Clay wants to work on himself. He wasn't ready for marriage. Close throughout Love is Blind Season 6, Clay expressed his doubts about being fully committed to one woman. He often stated that he didn't have any black male role models who had healthy marriages, which affected his view of a partner. Despite this, AD stuck with him and was willing to work through it all. In the season finale, AD and Clay were super excited about the day, with AD sharing a memorable moment with her mom in the dressing room. AD's mom gifted her a jade necklace that belonged to her great-grandmother, which made the Love is Blind star emotional. However, the happy tears soon turned into tears of confusion with Clay's response at the altar after she said, "I do." AD, I love you. I don't think it is responsible for me to say I do, but I want you to know I am rocking with you, and I just don't think it's responsible for me to say I do at this point when I still need work. I still need to get to the point where I am 100% in, and I am not gonna have you over here thinking that this is not gonna work. Even though Clay had expressed his self-doubt, AD was visibly shocked as she hoped he would rise to the occasion. She spent most of Love is Blind Season 6, Episode 12, crying in the arms of her friends and family members and stated that she was so confused after Clay wasted her time. Although AD said many positive things about Clay, she told the cameras she wouldn't continue courting him, adding, "I am done." Clay has generational trauma. Suave like his dad. Clay talked about cheating as if it was in his DNA. He constantly told AD his dad took him on his infidelity trips, a secret he hid from his mom, who didn't know how privy Clay was about his father's affairs, via Love is Blind Netflix. There were many times throughout Love is Blind Season 6 when Clay's fears sabotaged his relationship with AD. Although he talked about it quite often, there weren't any signs that he was working toward healing until the final episode, where he reassured AD he would go to therapy. Clay wanted to be better for AD. He should get better for himself. Close when Clay talked about healing and working on himself, He constantly referred to AD, indicating that he was putting in the work for her. It seemed like it was more surface-level improvement, which wasn't genuine. Clay talked about AD pushing him to be a better man and challenging him to be the best version of himself. Ad had opened up to Clay about how she had always asked for validation from men, especially her dad, with AD expressing that a lot of her relationship issues came from her dad. "I get into relationships and I just feel like everything I've done was never enough." During one of their dates in the pods, before proposing, Clay said he wanted to be better for AD. "AD, I want to be better for you," he revealed, continuing to use this phrase throughout the season. Clay also added that he didn't want to let AD down, implying he was trying to be the good guy for her. Clay waited until the last minute. He is diabolical. When Clay first met AD in the pods, he said he felt he was ready for a long-term commitment when AD asked about it. "I think like I am ready for that next stage of, settling down," Clay said. The couple was flirtatious, gave each other pet names, and their chemistry continued outside the pods. However, Clay often needed constant validation, something he received from AD, boosting his ego. He talked about the future with AD being ready for marriage, adding that he couldn't wait to be a dad, via Love is Blind Netflix. "2 kids. I gonna be a great father. I can't wait for that part. I think it's gonna be good. I am at a good point right now where I feel good and I feel like I got so much stronger with you, with this process. I am also thinking how better can I get, rocking with you, you know." To say that he wasn't ready for marriage was shocking, considering he had shown AD all the signs he was ready. During a confession to the Love is Blind cameras, Clay said that he needed to work on his emotionally empathetic side and that he wasn't deeply in love with AD. Perhaps Clay could have cut off the connection with her before getting to the altar, just like Jimmy Presnell did with Chelsea Blackwell. Are Clay and AD still together? Clay and Ad's relationship status. AD stated she didn't want to continue dating Clay. "You don't want to pick me. Somebody else will. I am done," said a heartbroken AD. They both follow each other on Instagram, and Clay recently posted a series of pictures of them on his Instagram page. It's unclear whether these two continued dating after the show. The Love is Blind viewers will have to wait until the reunion to find out what happened to them. Love is Blind Season 6 episodes 1 to 12 are available for streaming on Netflix. The reunion will be available on March 13th. Sources: Love is Blind Netflix, Instagram. Love is Blind Netflix, Instagram. Clay Gravesand, Instagram. Love is Blind reality TV romance. 15 men and women from the same city come together to compete in Love is Blind, a reality dating show created for Netflix. The show sees couples meet and fall in love with a twist. They'll only meet face to face if one of the two accepts a marriage proposal. If they accept, they'll move in with their partner, meet their families, and ultimately decide if they want to say "I do." Cast: Vanessa Lachey, Nick Lachey. Release date February 13, 2020. Streaming services: Netflix. Writers: Chris Colon. Directors: Chris Colon. Showrunner: Chris Colon.